Okay, we would link on Critchlow here from Chinapoo Morvant. We know a lot of the people in Morvant had aliases. This is a gentleman. In those days, you're not sure if you want to call his alias or not, if he did not prove, but this is Lincoln Critchlow, and he was affiliated with Queensland, which was one of the early teams that add to the rivalry and the real competitive spirit of Morvant. So, Lincoln, maybe you need to, were you one of the original members of?
No, I came in the second group, second Queensland, because the first Queensland was the older guys, like Errol Wellington, Winston Wellington, Leighton Arthur, Mr. Stewart. There's a few fellas. It have one named Kush Kush.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Forget
that. No, that's good. That's good because a lot of people
call it Kush Kush. Then it had John Bull Smart.
Familiar name.
He was a goalkeeper, and we came in after when the big guys didn't show up in the evening, like they get home from work late. We are the little guys.
That's your time slot.
That's my spot.
Yeah.
And after they just fade away, we come and form a new Queensland, a younger group there.
Yeah. So basically, a younger group kind of filter into the team.
Yeah, because
so it's not really a new Queensland.
No.
It was a different look.
Yeah,
in terms of players.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And who again? It had that's I can remember. It had a lot of other guys. It had John Bull Stewart. That is Mr. Stewart brother. So it had a lot of the guys were a lot who and I move out to the area. But Sonny Charles, that's the guy Eustace Charles, the lawyer. Yes, he was part of Queensland too.
So were you like me, seeing that you were the second generation of Queensland, going down to the Morvant Savannah and supporting this team?
Yeah.
So what you thought of the effort and, because you stayed with it, because you were the second generation?
Yeah.
So what you thought of the competition at that time as a youth?
Well, it was nice, when you're going down over again, beat up some of the guys again. But we still coming.
That's the spirit.
Yeah,
so they had the spirit then. The spirit was there.
The spirit was there.
Yeah.
And after this new Queensland come in, and after the new Queensland, we come and we changed to Chinapoo United. Because we went to Eddie Hart League in 1973.
So before you go to the third phase of the Chinapoo, the second phase when you filter in as Queensland, is there any player from the first generation that stayed and sort of lead you guys like in a leadership role? Yeah, any of the older guys, yeah. When you start playing?
Yes.
Who was the captain? You remember who was the captain of the first one?
The first, I think that was Kelvin Henry.
Kelvin Henry.
That's the next name I forget. Kelvin Henry.
Right.
He was the captain. And his brother was Carl Henry. But these guys move out the area, so you know what you mentioned that, and that is how after that Queensland.
So it's a complete. So there might have been a spacing in between the first and the second.
Yeah, it will be a spacing in between. They will the older guys with a guide there along the line.
Yeah.
But
because I remember you specifically. I remember you in that burgundy boxing jersey.
Yeah, getting beat up by the guys down over.
Kicking ball all by the community center when you.
We get a little guidance from the first Queensland.
Yeah.
And then we take it from there.
Right. Do you remember the captain of the second Queensland?
The second Queensland was Kelvin Henry.
So he stayed from the first to the second?
No, the first, you asked about the first one.
No, the first one you say is Kelvin Henry?
Yeah, no, the second one was Kelvin.
Okay, what's the first one then?
The first one,
It's okay, you might come back to him.
Could be Elroy Wellington.
Yeah, oh yes, he said he was the first. Yes.
Yeah, because I know he was that kind of guy. He get that kind of respect. He give you that kind of respect.
Okay, that was not a trick question because he did say that yesterday.
Yeah, so you see the old brain,
yeah. So you're clicking now. I can ask you anything now. So okay, you make that transition now into Chinapoo United.
Chinapoo United.
So did Chinapoo United ever play in mobile competition?
Yes. But not that was. I think that was way back when. Way back. That's how we managed to end up going to the athlete.
Okay, because I think mobile competition had a void too, eh?
Yeah.
I think they said a couple of times.
So we keep that we had that Queensland. After the Queensland, that you say they had a void.
Yeah.
We ended up bringing Chinapoo United.
Okay.
Then we went to Etihad League.
Okay. How did you feel in Etihad representing Mova?
Beat people like that up there.
All right.
And Etihad robust a final. I will never forget it until I die.
Not he didn't referee.
No, but all the referee is from right there.
Yeah.
And they say nobody. When I went and registered the team, I tell them, I say, you got to deal with all the up there. Say, you probably just think it was a joke. But we did very well. We had a final, put it for Sunday morning. Buggy Haynes won the Maggie.
They're singing guns.
Yeah.
They're singing guns.
Yeah, they the group. You know the group.
Yeah. We won the league up there. Yeah.
Referee, linesman, and everything for that final on Sunday morning. The referee blow for offside. Defense stand up. He blow the whistle and say play on. Man go and score. And I never forget it. Never. Yeah. But we had two teams out of we had a junior team too.
Yeah. Hopefully the game finished if you never forget that.
Yeah, the game finished. Yeah, the game finished. The game finished. Alright. Yeah. But I mean, we never Eddie Cargill, that was one of the defenders.
Yeah. I remember.
But they call some offside and we stand up because I play defense too and they play on the man one score and that was it.
Because he stopped playing, right?
He
went away.
He went away. He died.
I understand that.
But he was playing too, but they didn't play with us. So Darky, you know.
So Darky was playing. I only know Darky running the league. You know.
No, he was playing.
So he was a player too.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a player too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Darky actually, now that you mentioned Darky, you know, he's a guy I would interview because I know he did a service for the league, the community, because he ran the league up there. When I was coming back, Darky used to run the league. So, so were you around with the upsetters?
I played with the upsetters
because you said so. You are now back and forth.
When, right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only go up there for 2 months. Right now, I here.
All right.
For 10 months.
So your vacation, you just go on vacation.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So when did you migrate?
1974.
74 is your thing.
7th of June, 1974.
Yeah, because everybody have asked that question. There's a consensus that there was a mass exodus between 68 and 75. And most of the discussions, so you fall within that too, where they think there was a heavy burden on the other generation.
Yeah, because if it was 15, the guys even tell me, they say since you leave here, the city village will never be same. The guys tired, they tell me it over and over. Since I leave the village was never the same. And you know, you feel sad to know it has so much fellas. He got even prowler. He grew up under us.
Yeah.
And they expect, you know, these guys to take the baton and run with it.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. And everything just. Then they started the football behind the school. But I was part of that too.
Yeah.
With,
even night and
Red Cross. Kelvin Henry. He was the captain of that team too. And we keep the village, you know.
Yeah. But I understand Chinapoo still have a sports day or a family thing
but you know,
annually.
It's not. Okay, say this way. I will go up there. No, they haven't something. I don't mind giving something, but I don't really want to be around because the people who they encourage to come around, they come and cause problem. Many times we try to say when we organize the youths and them to get them off the street and they set a craziness going on there. But then when you think about the parents, if you had to pick a team and you had 20 or 25 players and you pick my son, it's because you don't like me or you like my son. So
well, I was learning very quickly that's the culture here that hasn't Before changed. We started this session, you mentioned the fact of traveling down with Urbanites and stuff. Well, basically, I realize now that you're wearing Renegades stuff. You know, is that part of your alliance, or in terms of with Renegades? Or?
Well, I came here in 2005, and I brought the children because they had a junior band here. Normally,
here as in
Renegades.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a junior band here, and then I know Renegades guys from years from going on tour.
Okay.
So when they come to New York, Mr. Kelman, Snail, Robert, Kroll, when they come to Brooklyn, I give up the place and I go along by the lady.
Okay.
So I and them guys stay good. So when I came to Trinidad, All Stars is really my band, but they didn't have no junior band. So they have a junior band here, and I not leaving my children here, and I done by All Stars.
Well,
so they're here, and the three of them is up here. Well, two went back out. The last one, she here, play with the junior band, but she play with the big band now. She have 6 junior panorama titles, so yeah. She have 6. This year would have been 7, but for some whatever.
She's a way of mover though, right? Yeah. We would like to take those titles and bring them in mover, you know. So let's negotiate that now, you know.
I just take and carry she to mover. I used to go to school here, I used to play football. You know. She
was born there, or
she knows about
she was born outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Only the one with June born here.
Oh, okay.
The rest of them, they born outside.
Alright.
So I let them know. And the reason I bring them to Trinidad, I tell them, I say, listen, well, let's come and go to Trinidad and see how we grow. Because that lifestyle outside is not easy.
How they liking it?
Yeah?
How they liking it?
Well, whether they like it or they have other choice, they have to stay here until they reach the age and they want to do what they want to do. Yeah. So the next two, the next girl, she went Mokrabu girls.
Yeah.
Then she passed for bishops. So I think she get what 5-1 and a 2.
Wow,
so
okay.
she going to New York.
So the mother must be a bright person.
Yeah. I don't know if they get it from God.
You always because put it this way, I mean, from my background, I never forget you in terms of, you know, as a young guy. I don't know, something about you that, you know, kind of.
Well, you and Chalky.
Yeah.
You and Chalky. Yeah. When you play them, you tackling them hard. Them you on a dime. But Chalky's keeping and bowling.
Yeah,
but it was fun going up.
And I mean, you used to project that physical, no nonsense thing, and what has been nice as a youth to still be on the field, have a relationship where you're going to still talk. In other words, you have a different personality outside the field. And we used to go a little beyond that, you see, by the theater or whatever. Like even Zoe used to hail me. You know, he would tell me, don't come. Don't come tomorrow, but you know, it's up to me how I want to deal with that, you know. You mentioned something about taking the pants down from, you know, something about Ebonites. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I was a little fella, man. I pull in pan from Mover to Tongue. That time the bomb competition.
That's with Ebonites.
With Ebonites, yes. With Ebonites. The bomb competition used to be on Park Street and Green Corner.
Yeah. And they used to stop in front of the police headquarters just to show off.
And then they used to by Besso Street, that and the police station was right in front, by the little square there.
So leave the pants there.
Leave the pants, And we would pull those pants back up to Mover. And it was all joy, and you ain't getting one dime for it.
Exactly.
Now, the guys getting thousands of dollars and they leave your pan by the road. They don't business. They pick up the girl or the man and they gone. But it was nice. I enjoyed it. It was fun. But the youth today is a different breed.
Yeah, we need to pass on like what that's why it's important. You see, sometimes we say there's a different breed, but sometimes they don't know certain things. And if they realize that this is what it was like we need to reflect to them what it was like so they would know and make a conscious decision. Yeah, some of them don't really know, so we have to be patient.
But then again, the parents too, the parents who make this kind of children because they don't know for their own selves, so they can't pass nothing. And they see, you as an individual, you will pass it, you have a nephew or a niece, you let them know, listen, you can't do that because
exactly.
The bigger guy, the younger guys, like Otley and them, they will tell you. When they was on the, I will say me, I take it out of my shoulder.
Yeah.
Because you play football, when you finish, you line. You can't go and smoke no weed and curse and carry on. No, that's not allowed. But now, you can't tell them nothing.
And you see, like, it's kind of nice to hear you say something like that because, again, this perception of Chinapoo, and it had discipline in all the districts. Remember in Rudolph Otley interview, he said people didn't consider Chinapoo part of Morvant, and that's why I'm getting you guys because I told him in the interview I was never of that thinking. Because I know, you know, and somehow our family kind of get close because I think his sister and stuff start coming in the Pentecostal church and all this thing. Right, right. So the steel band, so from there, so you never was affiliated with solo or anything?
No, not at all, because I always feel solo mash everybody.
No, not don't feel.
No,
that's the way it is.
No,
I interviewed the Urbanites guy, and that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Urbanites guys went and joined solo.
I always feel the solo mash up everybody.
Don't use feel anymore. Solo did mash up.
And I never like solo. Tell you the truth, never like solo.
Is it because of that?
Yeah.
But you know if they're beating good, they're beating good though,
yeah,
right?
well, with Rekha and Pajamasu, I was only more than this one. So I know if you're playing good, it's band. But once my band, what was a forced direct win, is no more because of you either or nobody.
I felt, but even when I interviewed them, you know, I told them, you know, I had a little bit of taste for solo in the beginning, but I ended up beating with solo in 1970. So you felt the same way like me. I didn't know you push band, you know, because you're a little older than me, you know, and you're a guy. I think you were playing before me. You were playing before because I know I watched you. I watched you, you know, playing and stuff. So, so what do you think? You heard about the community center?
Yes, I heard about it, and then I passed there and I say, wow, I see that night. But I just didn't get a chance to go in and look at it. But it was really nice because that was I saw for years.
So did you have any interaction in the center in your times? Did it help you in any way?
You mean in a Morvant center? Well, I used to go and party in Morvant center.
That's what they said. That was said.
Joey, Dutchy, Bonaparte brother, Evernight, Highlanders, you name it. And I mean, that used to be a real party. Yes, that's why we're drinking it big and jack and a moose. And you go. Well, have plenty fun in that center.
Lincoln, I don't know, so you know I have a contingent of Chinapoo people that was part of my team in Toronto.
Okay.
The Atlees, Lover, his love. Well, I haven't seen him in a while. I spoke to him last year. I haven't seen him in a while. But I understand he's alright.
Okay.
You know, he's alright.
Lover's a brilliant player too. Saga boy thing?
Yeah, that was my first link when I went up there because again, this is what I'm saying with the youth lead, because he was a guy I kind of admire from down here. So when I met him, when I reached, we linked right away.
He and Gavas.
Right. But you, the way you used to move, you could have hung with them too, you know. You know, besides.
You know what happened to when you see, I'm not the guy who lime under the shop 24 hours. I always have things to do. If I'm working, I have an animal to see about. So I always busy.
What animals?
I used to have a set of pigs.
In Chinapoo?
Yeah.
I know that.
Big pigs. I went up Fort George Hill and buy 2. When I reached up on Fort George Hill, Miller's store was in town. The pig and them big like this table, long so.
She was making good money.
Yeah. From day one, I just tell people, you know, a man will say, boy, me I no money, I ain't no money, you know, and one asking him mother begging a man for that was never my thing. No. I bought 2 pigs. Kill one and sell the meat, and the next one that I keep, it made 13 young ones the first time I made young one. People line up like it's hot cross bunny coming to buy. And so I used to bring water for the neighbors and them, save my money.
Question, now that you mentioned the pigs and you saw, because pigs and people come in, I mean, you're established. Maybe you didn't have a business name. The Critchlow Hill.
Yeah.
Is that part of your whole,
yes.
Yeah.
Critchlow Hill, Critchlow trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the hill is going up and the trees is on this side.
Yeah. Is that part of your family tradition?
Yes.
So you at the top of the hill, or
No,
you
right
know
at
how
the
it?
bottom of the hill.
So you guys name it, or people
No,
just assume?
The government.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So then they had you guys as a prominent
we
figure
get
in
from
Chinapoo.
when we were little kids. So you see a plane passing. That's amazing, you know. You if you see it, you watching that plane. Because you ain't seeing planes so.
Yeah.
And it got plenty bush.
Yeah.
But look how the place come now. So we up there from day 1.
Okay.
December here we 73. And I up there from some also.
Okay.
So that by Critchlow Hill
Yeah.
and Critchlow trees.
Okay. So you're proud, so you had to stay up?
Yeah. Well I try to. I try to.
Chinapoo, I was supposed to do Chinapoo. And Chinapoo seemed to be taking the name Chinapoo. I guess it came from there.
Yes,
too.
from there.
You have any familiarity with how that came by?
John Chinapoo.
That was the dad?
That was the uncle.
Uncle?
Yeah.
Okay, and they probably had a lot of the real estate there?
Yeah, the whole place, yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse. Yeah, that was named after his uncle. So Carl Chinapoo.
Yeah. Which is Carlton?
Carlton, right.
Yeah.
That is the Carlton father, brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are aware of that history, or you live it?
Yeah, no, I know them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wilfred Chinapoo, he had a little parlor right opposite the community center, but he died a long time. Then John Chinapoo, who living right next door. You see where Otley and them was living in Chinapoo? Yeah? I don't know if you're familiar with it.
No, I'm not familiar.
But that was John Chinapoo house.
I know where Chinapoo lived when I was going southeast, because I was in the same class with Joel. So I remember going to the top of the...
Yeah, where they live.
Yeah.
So
But it means that they could have a lot of family in
no, the family wasn't that big.
It's just the land was their own.
Yeah, the land was there, yeah.
Okay.
So it was Joel, Carl, it was 2 boys and 2 girls.
Okay, I didn't know the girls at all.
Yeah, Yvonne and Cynthia.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were small family.
So basically Chinapoo, the 2 prominent names based on having that foundation is the Critchlows and the Chinapoo. You have anybody in Chinapoo who will have a name that
Name
street?
Yeah,
I know you're Crow Trail, but I don't know.
White. Crow Trace was the first house. Yeah, they went in the Crow Trace, yes?
Yeah.
The house right on the right,
Yeah.
that's like Crow Trace, like the guy Crow.
Yeah.
Then you had...
Which guy? There was a guy named Crow in Chinapoo?
Yeah, that house there, he was the
okay.
He was one of my sister's godfather too.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I will come Crow Trace.
then White Trace, that is this guy in Canada, James White.
Yes. Apple White is so called. No, not James. Yeah.
Apple White from already.
Yeah.
James White, he's a more progressive. He and Otley and all.
Strong guy.
Yeah,
he used to play with the team too, right? Yeah. I know him. I know he's in the Pentecostal church, I think too.
Yeah. So there was White Trace.
Okay.
Yeah. Then Wallace Road started from by the junction. That was the first guy, because these guys up there. Yes. So that was.
So a lot of the streets named after people who have been the founders and foundation.
Yeah.
Okay.
But fortunately we have 2. The Trace and the Hill.
but unfortunately it's still at Chinapoo.
Yeah, Chinapoo.
Control thing.
Yeah, Chinapoo is the whole district. Yeah.
The whole big district. So well, Lincoln, I want to thank you, and I know this interview will make a lot of people happy because look how long I've been trying to get it.
Yeah, but
you know, as one time I was thinking like I have to come New York to get it, but this everything happened for a reason, and it's happening now, and I want to thank you for the time and the information.
No problem, and as I tell you, once I can remember it, I will enter.
And I hear now you don't need the trace and the Lincoln trace and all these things. I hear you controlling a big a big area that's probably going to be named after you.
No,
You're
no,
going to have to...
not when you have mine that in boot and then you call your name at all.
You're going to give Laura names and them off for the carry fees, you know.
No, the guy who built my
well, this is going to be uncensored, so let me do the official thing.
Okay.
So, Lincoln, I want to thank you for giving me the time and the opportunity and the information, and I wish you all the best.